Again, we had previously replaced all of the locks with a lock that's lockable from the inside. Some people don't like to use a certain term for locks, but this is a lock that can be locked from the inside by a teacher. Again, real quickly, in conjunction with the TIS department, we've provided the 1 gig to the sites under the abdomen, that's under the E-rate. We've completed hard improvements at all of the sites right now, so that's within the site, providing up to 10 gig capabilities within the site. And then TIS has gone through last year, installed a great deal of the wireless in all of the classrooms. Originally it was scheduled to go every other classroom. They're making final adjustments to that. Some of the work that is currently scheduled under the classroom enhancement, some of the sites are requesting additional WAP coverage. So those things would be picked up under the classroom enhancement portion. We just recently completed the rollout of the security system. They're still working through some of the final bugs in the programming and things like that, but the actual construction is substantially complete. The board took action on that. We're working on the final closeout paperwork, and we should have that done shortly. And going all the way back, 12.1 megawatts of solar. Proposed projects at 38.5 million. As the board has stated, reducing the overall scope of the program to $38.5 million would require some things to be done. Within the $38.5 million, we believe that we can cover the scope for the restroom upgrades, kitchen upgrades, possibly exterior doors. We definitely have enough in that to complete the door hardware. We also had some exterior door repairs. Most of the doors to the southern exposure are extremely beaten, so those would be included in this. Concrete that's heaving or displaced. This isn't just a small crack in the concrete. This is something that would be a danger or a problem on the site, so we've gone through and looked at that. Windows are a large item, and paving, we're looking for paving that's actually failing. How do we get to all of these numbers? We started with the baseline that was established with the master plan update in 2010. What this group did was, last winter we went out and we re-walked all of the sites that were in the group one as the board had accelerated. So we went out to verify all of the items that were originally included in the 2010 master plan update. We found some items that were complete. We found other items that may have been overlooked, and one of the notable things was at Oak Grove. The restrooms, they have 2 main restrooms on the campus. They were not included in the original bond scope, but they're in, I wouldn't say dire need, but need of being upgraded. So we took all of that data to come up with the budgets for this year. We felt that with the 77 million, we could fall within those budgets. We had some concerns with the kitchen code improvements that we started chasing scope when we put in a 3-compartment sink. It's one thing to put in a 3-compartment sink, but our infrastructure probably will not support draining a 3-compartment sink into what they call an air gap. So we can put in a 3-compartment sink, but a 2-inch line is not going to drain an air-gapped 3-compartment sink. So we're going to overload the grease traps that we currently have, some of these 50 years old grease traps, and we end up with water all over the kitchen. So when we looked at the code improvements in those kitchens, we looked at the overall scope to solve the problem. So we're currently vetting through some of those items and confirming the scope that was originally done, but I can tell the board without a fact that the number that was originally budgeted for the kitchen improvements was not enough to fully cover those scopes. And we'll be covering some of that recommendation when we talk about the proposed projects and things that we can do. Obviously, we've heard what the board and the public would like to do, and that's what our recommendation is based on. Should the board choose to move forward with the full $77 million, we wanted to give you a quick update on what we believe we can do within that scope. Again, one of the things that we are going to want to do is we want to verify the original scope. So we want to go out there on a yearly basis and verify the scope for the next group of schools that are coming up. I'd like to say that I can do the remaining 3 groups, but we obviously don't have the resources to do all of that in a short period of time and continue on the work. So what we've currently done is what we've done last year is we're expecting that we'll go out and re-verify the next group as part of the project planning process. Should the board decide to move forward with the $77 million, the board indulge me. I'm going to skip forward one slide and then come back to this slide because I think this is important. As part of listening to what the board has asked for, we looked at the possibility of moving some items that could be construed as deferred maintenance back into a deferred maintenance item. So we looked at those and we came up with some